This summer, I have been working for Birmingham Landscape Workshop install team in Huntsville. I've been working with their construction division. So my major is landscape contracting and management. I actually found it. I was going through a major swap my sophomore summer, and I was working for a Huntsville City grounds crew. I've always loved being outside. That was always my side hustle in high school and even in college when I was in another major. I was always doing drainage work, lawn care, odd jobs for people, beautifying people's lawns. So it was always something I had a niche for, and I was pretty good at it. And my dad actually found the course curriculum and sent it to me, and I read it, and I was like, man, that sounds like something right up my alley, and that was it. I honestly didn't realize that the landscape maintenance and construction world was as large as it is. I had no idea of all the companies. Mississippi State's career fair really opened me up to that it's a lot bigger. Like the green industry is way bigger and it is growing, and I think it's a great time to be in it. It's finally getting some of the recognition that it deserves, and I'm very pleased to be in this major. This summer, working for a landscape workshop in construction, I'd already done maintenance. I wanted to see the other side of it, so I decided to go with construction. So you're getting operating time on equipment. You are doing dirt work, irrigation, plant installs. We subbed out a lot of our pavers and stuff, but you're also like I am right now working on a presidential elected federal courthouse, and it's a $1.5 million project for landscape workshop. So, and it's a federal courthouse, so everything has to work and not break and look good. And you have big GCs that you're working with, so it's just a different experience as opposed to the maintenance side where it's just you and your crews and you're signed into a contract where you have a certain amount of visits. You're also working with GCs, so you develop better people skills working with construction because it's not just you. There's, like at the federal courthouse, there's probably 200 to 300 workers there a day, interior and exterior on the site. And so you got to learn how to have teamwork with other people that aren't exactly in your company. Um, I've had a couple of interviews already before I've graduated. My dad always says there's nothing better than graduating with a job. So it's no, I'm not going to say guaranteed because I haven't signed a contract yet, but you have very good chance of graduating with a job with a good company. It's always great to get out there, work with as many people as you can, be nice to people, create connections because I mean, even the company I'm working for right now at Landscape Workshop, they're like, if you don't really want to work for us, that's okay. If we have a good relationship with you, we will be gladly to give you contacts on other companies that we know are good fits for you. And I would just say to any intern or new student coming into the LCM program, the fall and spring interview days are an excellent way to meet people. I didn't know anything outside of Huntsville until I went to the fall interview days. And I was able to go to Charleston, South Carolina, and my living expenses were paid for by the company. I got to go see a part of the world for 10 weeks that I'd never been to before. It was beautiful. And I'd never been to the East Coast, and it's a totally different industry over there. They use different plants. They do things. Every company does things differently, and I think that if you go to those places and see things, it just adds those skills to your wheelhouse to make you a better individual for whatever company you go to. When you go out there into the field and you get your hands dirty, it makes a landscape architect a better designer. It makes a landscape contracting student better understand what they are actually doing in the classroom in translation to the field. I think it's honestly very good that the program requires students to have internships. That just puts your foot in the water and lets you meet people and lead to potential full-time employment after school. And everybody in the green industry, from what I understand, especially with Landscape Workshop is they're upwards of $100 million company, so they know a lot of people. So it's just good to have good relations because they can help direct you to where you need to be. And the internship as well. I wouldn't have gotten this experience without the internship or the fall interview days or the major. So I'm very pleased with my change. I love the program. I love what we do. I love seeing a site and it just being bare dirt, and you know that you put your hands on it and you made it what it is when you walk away. I think that you have got to be a people person, especially in construction, because you are dealing with so many people. So be nice to people, meet as many people as you can, network, work hard, and I think that you'll be successful.